Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Sergeant Neutral Plays Survival Chaos. And oh boy, we are playing as the good old dwarf boys. So, we have not had I personally have not had a ton of success with them in the past, but hopefully today is the beginning of a new era. So, we are playing as the Troll, the Blood Elves, and the Demons. Wow, it's a scary lineup, and we have a mine there. And so who are we fighting up top? That's kind of going to be one of the biggest things that we're going to have to look at here. Trolls. All right. Any Skull Splinter, Headhunter. Okay, so nothing. No one's picked anything right off the bat. So, time for us to check out what our bonus is going to be. Rolling the dice here, and that's 2. So that is Dragon Dust Powder. Increases Rifleman's Steam Tank and Gyrocopter attack by 7% and gives them a 20% chance to do bonus damage and a basically 1-second stun. So, going to be very, very interesting to see how this all goes. And another Orb of Corruption, it seems, coming from the demons under us. So, we have demons, trolls above, and demons below. So this is going to be a pretty unpleasant little area to contend against. And frankly, I'm not too sure how much we want to go into the middle here, just because all of these... I mean, I think we're going to pretty much have to. But let's see how it all goes. Are there any upgrades going in? No, so it seems like everyone's going economics. That would probably be my guess, at least. And I think we'll just go straight to the middle, hopefully gain a good amount of gold. So I'm gonna go good luck, have fun. You know, important just to remind everybody that it's a game. It's a little redonka-donk. So here we are.
Upgrade finished.
Level 2 in mid, and we're gonna have to spend a bit of gold to defend this, but maybe 1 or 2 zealots. Not too much. So 100 gold. I'm willing to take that 100 gold loss. 100 gold loss. Increases damage to 30.
All right, who wants some?
5, 4, 3. Yeah, there it is. Great. So now this has been dealt with, and we're going to be making a little bit of gold from that. The trolls have gone tier 2 in the middle. Totally fine by me. Then I think we're probably going to go for either basic craftsmanship or runic might. And I think actually basic craftsmanship into runic might not be a bad shout. No, let's go with Runic Might. I want to play things a little bit differently this time, and hopefully we'll see we'll have it work out, but then again, we might not. So everyone's gone tier 2 in the middle. So a lot of very kind of basic startups here. Yeah, no upgrades going into anyone. Runic Might is well on its way, and they're going to start pushing into us. I'm surprised he hasn't picked up the healing yet. But we all know that it went into there. So now let's quickly check everybody's research. Free Hugs is the only one who's picked up the research. Can we see what it is? So it's probably economic. Since we cannot get a good view on what it is. There's nothing deliberately clear. So we're going to be picking up the Runic Might, which is lovely. And then I think we can sit and get basic craftsmanship. I'd like to get 1 or 2 levels of basic craftsmanship in, just so we can get like a really solid defensive and... Okay, is this going into us? I hope not. It is. Okay, so that's going to be a pretty big problem. It's going to be tough to hold, especially considering we've got essentially no gold at this point. But it does make sense because he does have that gold mine. So this I'm going to have to spend some resources dealing with. Though Iron Skin is helping us out, at least at this point. So we're sitting at 412. We have that one level of craftsmanship in. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's Orb of Shadows that they've got here? Because there seems to be a... Yeah, I think probably Orb of Shadows. So 13, 12, 11, 10. Yeah, this will have to be a tier 2. I mean a tier 1 shot to defend ourselves here. The good news is now with the turrets, our next wave will definitely be a tier 2 wave. But we're gonna have to spend probably another zealot. So if I could get 150 gold. Alright, well first of all I'm just gonna get that right away. And the reason why I staggered that out as much is because I wanted to make sure that, you know, if you send a bunch of units in at once, there's a lot of other units there, so that means they can also focus in on that. Okay, so he's gone full economy. Very lucky that we got that last little look in there. Do I want armor, or... I mean, armor wouldn't be bad, but more damage would also be pretty great. But I think right now we should probably focus on a little bit of damage. Yeah, I'll go damage into improved craftsmanship, because I'd like this to do as much damage to the trolls as we could, you know, potentially get. Not to mention this also helps our defense, our base defense that much more, because it improves the damage of pretty much all of our buildings. Oh, 1 gold. Do you gotta do me dirty like that? Alright, here we are. So because we've got the Dragon Dust upgrades, that means that this is going to be more important than it normally is, because that all of a sudden means that we have more range, and instead of 5% attack rate, it's basically a 13% upgrade because it stacks with Dragon Dust.
All right, who wants some?
15, 14, 13, 12, 11...
All right, who wants some?
Yeah, so he's got Death Coil now as well. 3, 2, 1. We can take a little bit of damage here. I'm not thrilled about it, but we can afford it. And then, frankly... Okay, so that's Kael'thas that just hit the field. We'll pick this up, and then we'll go tier 2. Because luckily there's Rokon and Kael'thas in here, so they'll be kind of beating the hell out of each other while we're figuring it all out, while I'm trying to take advantage of the sides here. Good, and I do think that right now probably the best choice for us is going to be very simply... Oh, they got a great spawn. Is going to be waiting for tier 2. Ooh, has he already had... So he's already popped a tier 2 nuke. Very good to keep in mind, very good to know. And he has very few unit upgrades. Read none. He has no unit upgrades. He doesn't have a ton. How is he doing? Also none. Okay, so very few unit upgrades going in. But I just would like to get... tier 2. At the very least, so I can also throw in my heroes and it kind of into the mix. And it looks like we are actually holding much better than I thought we were going to be against the trolls. And we're actually pushing back into the demons. Excellent. We've gotten a very nice little push here. He's already gotten level 2 magic, so that prioritizes my magic pick as well. He's gone 2 heroes mid. Very interesting. That was probably used as a form of defense. Maybe it was the demons that pushed through, but I doubt it. Interesting to keep in mind with the trolls then, for sure.
Upgrade finished.
Great, so we've got that. Probably Reconstruction Aura, frankly. Just because, you know me, Reconstruction is pretty important. Then probably Missile Launcher into Advanced Guns here. Just so I can get some crazy powerful riflemen. And, like, basically, I just want to make my backline as unpleasant to deal with as possible. And they're slowly pushing us back, but not really, frankly. Then I would like to get some basic iron armor just to, you know, buff up my units just ever so slightly. Citadel level 2, okay. So we check the research again. So he's got the most research. At the very least, we know that there's 4 in here and in here. So, 3 economic and 2, so that's 5. So there's 2, okay, and 1 unit upgrade. So we know all but 1 of their upgrades, which is good. Good to know.
Research complete.
Okay, 750. We can invest in that later. That's not an immediate priority for me, so we'll be picking that up. Those 2 are coming in quite nicely. Let's just get our damage going. Okay, so he's finally gotten some healing, but it might be too late for this immediate push. And this is the most important thing. We've gotten the gold mine.
Research complete.
So we've got missile launchers. Very nice.
Research complete.
And then do we want to keep going down the damage path? Or have a little bit more... I think Runic Shield is going to be more important, especially as the game goes on. Getting... Because they've got... Well, first of all, the Blood Elves have so much aggressive damage potential. And, alright, so that's going to be... Probably want to throw a hero down if I can afford it. Probably the Technomancer, but there's no way we're going to afford it. Okay. Actually, if we can pop these barracks, no, there's no way we do. Okay. 15, 14.
All right, who wants some?
We don't have tier 1. Boom.
All right, who wants some?
And now we should be good. Repairing. AoE is a pain, though. Be throwing a little bit of stuff there. I'll be throwing this in their front line, hopefully eliminating a good amount of their damage dealing. Well, at least serious damage dealing capability. There's still this in the background, which is very irritating.
I'll do what it takes.
And there it is. Okay, so we've pushed them back out. Wonderful. $375. And thanks to our Reconstruction Aura, we're actually going to be healing up pretty quickly. And they did push us back. We were able to do not an insignificant amount of damage to them. And there's Magtheridon. So at the very least, we know where that went. Weak starting use for powerful late game contraptions that are resistant to almost all magical effects, which is really going to help us against the Blood Elves. Flaming rounds could also be really, really nice. Trying to see what exactly I'm going to be needing right away. You've got that good little push going. Okay, so Blue's left the game. That probably means he's on the verge of losing a building. Let's get more missile launchers. Really up that Damagi as quickly as possible. And then we can also just get some basic iron axes. Level 5, which is better than I anticipated. But unfortunately, here comes Tichondrius to kind of mess with my vibe a little bit here. But once again, we're very focused on turrets. Gonna have to play a few more games and try and figure out why exactly that keeps happening, but... Alright. Our units are in pretty scary shape. Unfortunately, they killed Garum without much trouble at all. I would actually just really like to let the demons push into the trolls. And how are we doing on that? We're about halfway there. That's good. And they'll be pushing up hard on this front. But in a weird way, luckily, because they're pushing up so hard, we're going to have a much easier time dealing with it once it hits because they don't have that much of a... Okay, so he did pick up the Word Bearer. Good choice. Yeah, this is going to have to be a tier 1 spell again. Can I get him from here? I did, and I got a lot of his front line, which is exactly what I was looking for.
Grove is being desecrated.
Let the killing begin.
Can take a little bit of damage here. There's Garum Rockbeard. I mean, Borin Thornton. It is irritating that this is taking damage, but once again, thanks to Reconstruction Aura, I don't think it's the end of the world at all. Good. So that is all types of screwed up, which is wonderful. That aggro, at least. Alright, they're going to be charging down hard. But luckily, when Tichondrius goes down, we should be able to throw out Garum Rockbeard. Yep. Okay, good. No one's attacking my base anymore. But I will do this because there's no viable way to fully defend against that as it stands. And I think now we're going to be going for more advanced craftsmanship here. We have 2 heroes out, which is nice. And apparently, Urzin is here to party. Which is, funnily enough, fine for me, because he'll be taking a lot of damage. Borin and Thornton are here. Okay, so he's gone 5-0, so he's gone really true damage. And what else can we pick up here? Repair bots, very important. I should probably pick that up now. Or at the very least, as soon as possible. picking that up. Improved iron axes. Let's just try and keep our guys a little bit more viable. Unfortunately, Garum has taken a lot more damage than I would have liked. Yeah, Garum's actually going to die, which is really not great for us. But luckily enough, we're in the turret. They're pretty safe in the turret zone here. And actually, if we can save up to get a tier 3 against a troll, that might give us what we need.
Alright, who wants some? Alright, who wants some?
Great. So now he's down. And I think this will be time for us to go into tier 3. Chaos Spire still just tier 2. Zero. Okay, fine. Come on, give us 1500. There it is. Beautiful. Okay. Then we'll just pick up a little iron axes, just, you know, because I want to keep it at the very least viable, and having extra damage on the Hall of Warriors is not bad either.
Allied champion has fallen.
Great, and we have repair bots, which is wonderful. And the gyrocopters are out, ready to party.
Research complete.
And I would probably like to save up just a little bit here, because this will be a good opportunity to train up our Murd in here. And by the time Murding goes down, we should be able to have the Technomancer.
Alright, who wants some?
0.
Alright, who wants some?
Alright, good. The aggro juggling's worked out. We're pulling in some units from mid. That's fine. I'm not super attached to anything happening in mid right now. And actually, I don't think we even need to send out another hero here. This would actually be a great opportunity for us to go tier 3 into them, because once Magtheridon goes down, we'll have enough gold for it easily. It's that cleave which is a serious problem.
Alright, who wants some?
Please just pop down Magtheridon. Excellent. Now we can go that, get some more health. And now that they're attacking my turrets,
Big damn.
2, 1, 0, and we're back. Okay. Now we should be able to push that back with relative ease, all things considered. So Lever Blue's lost their bottom barracks. Okay, so the demons are pushing in hard, which means we need to push in the demons harder. And he's lost their upper barracks. Okay, so this is going to be a problem. But luckily now we're getting just way more missiles up in the air, which is not a bad thing to have happen at all. Let's buff up our units a little bit. Composite armor, also very important. Vol'jin's level 13, which isn't ideal, but look how healthy this is. Look at all the heroes we've got here. Not super concerned about this. I have to keep in mind that I need to... Okay, well, good. We've already sent Garum up against... Garum's already not present. And he's gone tier 3 into me. That's fine. 6 and 4. We're 4 and 3. That's not great. But we'll be 4 and 4 soon.
Research complete.
Let's quickly check our GPM here. We'll be way behind. Yeah.
By the blood of the
So the
High
trolls have the most by far. And I would like to save up just 1,000, that way we can get Borden Thornton out pretty much right away.
Say a word, my little friend. Cry for mercy.
Yeah, so that's also, he's killed all the heroes, basically. And Lever Blue's out of the game. Okay, so we've got 300, just kind of booping around. Looks like we'll be getting a great spawn here.
Eat mortar.
Not an ideal spawn, pretty solid. I would like to get the... Okay, so it looks like
All right, you want some?
we'll send in just a few more units in there. We've got 1,000 gold now, that's awesome. More craftsmanship, probably composite armor will be our next pick. Or actually, %30 bonus damage. I mean, 30 bonus damage is not enough. Composite armor. And it looks like they are pushing us out here. Not great, but we're definitely going to be repairing that right now. The good news is the troll situation seems to have been dealt with. I would like some more gold, if that's alright. Good news is Vol'jin should be dying soon. But will it be soon enough? Canceling composite armor, sending Murden.
All right, you want some?
2, 1, 0. Okay, so Murden coming back out. That's what we needed. Excellent. So as sad as it was to cancel composite armor, I think that was 100% the right choice. Flaming rounds. Finally, we can get flaming rounds. Yeah. Now we're going to get some more advanced refined gunpowder, so we'll be 6 and 4. Then we can dump the rest into armor. But the fact that we're getting composite armor and flaming rounds should also help us pretty well in the long run. Gyrocopter's having a little difficulty figuring out where he wants to go. Unfortunately, he's going to get a great spawn. Rokon's level 13, but Borden Thornton are level 10. That's nothing to be ashamed of at all. We'll be picking that up pretty much as quickly as we possibly can. Yeah, Orb of Shadows, that's exactly what it is. But Rokon's little fairy thing here, real pain. Because it essentially wiped out our entire line there. Then we'll be going straight into another level of armor. Okay, that'll be interesting to see where that comes from. Probably over here, that would be my guess. Because sending him out this far out would essentially be a death sentence. Yeah, there goes Born Thornton. They got dealt with, unfortunately, quicker than I would have liked, but we've got the Technomancer in the back. And we will definitely have enough gold to get there. Okay, well, he's just checking it out. Lone Dwarf. Party. Okay, so we're going to be getting that. 1,000 gold. Is there anything super cheap we can kind of get? Might as well get a little bit of combat training going. But this, unfortunately, looks like it won't be as damaging or devastating as I had hoped, but Muradin's level 8. That's already more viable than he has been. Zero. Oh, they're going to get a great spawn. Yeah, that's pretty much an ideal spawn. Maybe if I could send... No, I've got to hold off a little bit here. I'm going to be spending a lot of gold here, but I think we're going to need it.
All right, who wants some?
The reason why I threw that in the back line this time was because I wanted them to have to like either spend some of their magic in order to heal themselves up, thereby kind of weakening their front line by depriving them of some magic, of some healing. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh no, Bord and Thornton are still ready to go. Okay, we're taking little bits of damage here, but nothing too egregious. We just got another spawn in. Good, good, good. Here I will send out Bord and Thornton. Great, so we're sitting at 1,500. Okay, that's not researching anything. Prepare. We got an amazing spawn. We'll send this in as well. Actually, just to really kind of solidify our health here. And here we should be able to go tier 4. Because the mid I'm not worried about right now. I don't think I should be worried about it right now. And I don't think I've got the time to be worried about it right now. Unfortunately, we will miss this spawn. There it is. A little more health never hurt anybody. Okay, so there. So yes, our buildings are taking a little bit of damage, but okay, they're good. Tichondrius is down. Now we should be able to push back out. I should be starting to look at tier 3 now, and I think that's what I plan on doing. I think we need that more than anything. Because the second we can start getting Fat Helga out, Fat Helga can do wonders for us. Okay, here we go. Fulgent is level 20. Go on, just give us that Grand Hall. So it looks like he hasn't gone tier 3 yet. I would really like to be able to see his barracks, but I mean his fortress, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to get there. Yeah, and He's just getting absolutely melted. Yeah, there goes Garum Rockbeard. So this front is over. The good news is now we can afford to get... I mean, now we have the ability. We can't afford her yet. We have the ability to get Fat Helga. And it looks like there's going to be a big push coming in from the demons here. Which means that the trolls, especially if I throw Fat Helga at them, may have a really hard time dealing with it. Alright, so we're sitting at 2070. That's tier 4 as well. This is only tier 3, so no, this just went tier 4. So that means I will be throwing Fat Helga into that. Can't quite repair that yet. Come on, 200 more gold, and we can throw these bastards back. 150. 3, 2.
An allied champion has
All
fallen.
right, who wants some? I shot the cannon, and the gate is in, and your lead got you. All right, who wants some? What the money?
Come on. Gotta get the aggro off of our base, and we won't be able to get it. Okay, that's not good. The only true redeeming thing that we have is that Fat Helga's into it. But even Fat Helga's having a rough time dealing with this. I was really hoping those Blood Elves would hold a little bit longer. Gonna have to tier 2 again. I hate it. Because now we're in a very, very vulnerable position. Alright, so we're holding up. This front is under control, it seems like. But we cannot kill Vol'jin. Might as well start picking that up, because we're gonna get a good amount of gold here. And we did kill Vol'jin, which is excellent. Fat Helga's holding on. We're actually going to push out, and Thorn could go with Fat Helga. That could be what we need to kind of help hopefully come back from this. I don't think it's impossible. I think it's going to be difficult, but I don't think it's impossible. Advanced Runic Magic. Advanced Guns. It's this flaming ring, though. That's what's really killing us here. It's the fact that everything's on fire is what's hurting us. repair bots. Yeah, this is going to be her last wave here, I think. There's no way she takes less than 200 damage. Yep, there she goes. Not good.
An allied champion has fallen.
If we could pop the demons here, but I highly doubt we'll be able to. We might have a shot, but okay, so that's researching, that's researching. I want to ooh, I've got to tier this up to tier 3.
Upgrade.
Hopefully Bornthorn will be able to kind of like help us hold. The shockwave is very helpful. Now another thing we kind of have to hope for. Oh, the fact that he tiered 1 instead of tier 2. Oh, but Ragepire is going to be putting a number on us. But luckily, the dwarves are fairly resistant to magic, so this might help us out. Now I just need to save up some gold because I'm going to need it badly in the long run. Chaos Citadel level 3, okay. Murden's getting hit hard, but he's still holding. Houseborn, oh, they're done. So we're going to need Fat Helga here pretty soon. And Garum has just ignored Ragepire. There goes our... Okay, so we got the repair bots. Missiles could be very helpful, but I don't know if we really have the gold, the time and the gold to do it. Because I'd rather throw a lot into the demons at the moment. But I'm glad we got the repair bots at the very least. Yeah, because I'd like to throw these two, the pusher and the demolisher, into the demons. And then that should be able to give us what we need. And with Murd in here, and this extra spawn, we should be able to push that out at the very least a little bit more. So keep playing that defense. Repair that. Fortunately, they're going to get a very good spawn. Okay, good. So in melee range, they're still being attacked by the turrets. That's good. Let's get some more boom powder. Okay, we're actually able to push this out a little bit. Ragepire's not going to be able to hold against Fat Helga. Oh, who did he fire it to? Come on, I'm waiting. Hit me! Hit me! Maybe it was against the demons. Interesting. I will be picking up the ultimate weapon one. Okay, so there goes Ragepire. And this is still a nice push we've got going here. we're hurting, but I don't think we're out of the game yet. So it must have been against him. No, 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 no. Okay.
All right, through on top.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
16.
All right, through on top.
Okay, we can muscle through this. It's not pleasant, but we can do it. Be healing. Luckily, we got a nice little wave going in here. I will have to tier this up to tier 4 if we want to remain viable. Now we're going to get a nice little spawn here.
Upgrade finished.
Okay, good. It's tier 4. Unfortunately, our bruiser squad is bugged out. Oh, is it because of the sentry gun? It's 400 mana. We cannot afford that. What am I doing? This is better. This is what we need. It's not better, it's what we desperately need. Okay, so Fat Helga's decided to show up to the party, which is lovely. I just want a little less demon pressure, frankly. I just need less pressure from one area. And then I'll probably send Fat Helga mid. Okay, we're sitting at 1500. Now would probably be a good time to pick that up. Garam's still holding, and he's got them pushed out nicely, so...
Research complete.
Supreme craftsmanship. I mean, right now I'm just focusing on survival. Potentially, yeah, that wasn't the best time tier 2. And Fat Helga just refuses to die, so we are... It looks like we are going to be picking up this barracks, which is awesome. Well, we might. Who knows? We've got 2,000 gold. Composite armor. Steel axes. Repair. I just need something to... Okay, good. So that's finally gonna go. Okay, that's not what we wanted.
An allied champion has fallen.
Off I go
Research
then.
complete.
Okay, so... Well played. Well played. Alright, so, this is not great.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Kazak is there. Just please someone kill Borden Thornton. Please. I need him. I need him at home. Oh, no. Well, we can't have him, so. At least we got our missiles. Okay, so Fat Helga is still standing. But there we are, ladies and gentlemen, and unfortunately, as I think you could probably guess at this point, I don't think we're going to be pulling this one out. But if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Congratulations to Garuna for the victory. And this is Sergeant Neutral, signing out.